People, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for joining me in another live stream. People, I really appreciate that. In case you didn't know, Arsenal have just defeated West Bromwich Albion 4-0. West Brom nil, Arsenal 4, Arsenal 4, West Bromwich Albion nil. In fantastic way, first and foremost, to start 2021. It keeps our good run of form together. It's back-to-back wins. What's that? 3 wins now, back-to-back away victories, another clean sheet. There's some positives to take from this. And again, you start as you mean to go on, because mathematically we're looking on the up now. We're up to 11th. Only a couple of places off 4th, 5th. Again, I don't think top 4 is possible, but as long as it's mathematically possible, these boys have to fight. And I think what we saw today is a case of mentality, people. The only ones that will stop you lot having the season you want to have is yourselves. Of course, we need better players. And I think fans, we've still got to keep the energy of the club. We've won, it's all great, but we still need change. But, we're playing fantastic. We know we need better players. Some of these players are hot and cold. Some of them go through good spells of form and they're not good enough. But at the same time, it's all about mentality. To a degree, tactics and players are kind of irrelevant. It's about being galvanized. It's about your mentality. And I'm proud of what I saw today. I saw 11 shots in the first half, probably 20 overall in the game. How many times have we played a game exactly like this West Brom one, where we haven't scored 2 goals within the first 20 odd minutes, where we're talking about killing it off in the second half? That's what I want to see on a more consistent basis. And I think obviously when you're playing well, everything looks better. I'm seeing players want the ball. I'm seeing movement. I'm seeing people show for it. I'm seeing a game plan. I want this mentality to stay the same way when that eventual loss happens, because I said it over my live stream. I think we're a bit too hot and cold. When everything's great, it's amazing, and then when we lose, these players won't show for it. I need this same, it's easier said than done. Our confidence is kind of back because it's been shattered, but when we're winning games, I need balance. When we're losing, I still need you lot to believe. I don't necessarily rate it, but I'm seeing people shoot from 30 yards. I'm seeing people trying difficult passes. I'm seeing fullbacks flying forward. People are showing for the ball. This is what we've needed to show already this season, and this is what I'm happy we are showing. Now, what's happened previously in 2020 and what's happened in terms of losing and dropping points is gone. It's where we start now. A loss will happen. We're not going to go unbeaten until the end of the year. I'd love that to be the case, but it's about how we react to that. And for me, this needs to stay up here. This spirit, this mentality, this desire, it needs to stay here. You're in a positive way. You can't really pick a man of the match today. For me, it's Tierney. Then you've got to look at Lacazette. Saka as well is up there. I think Bellerin. The one negative is probably Bellerin's been injured now, because why would he want to come off? He's tried to keep playing in the second half. You can't find a man of the match. At the end of the day, Aubameyang never scored, but he was involved for 2 goals. Lacazette, even without his goals, was quality. Another game, another improved performance from Smith Rowe, taking his chances being given. Marie and Holding and Leno, they didn't have too much to do, but in what they were asked, they were spot on. This is what I like. I saw people standing up to be counted. I saw people seizing their futures, and that's what I need to see happen, because you saw in the league, there's a lot of football to be played. There's 20 odd games. We're going to drop points. Other people are going to drop points. One benefit is everybody seems to be collectively bad this season. There's not one team playing to their full potential. Even Liverpool, who are a yard above everybody, to put it nicely, they're dropping more points than they need to by their own standards. People are going to drop points, but so are we. So it's about this mentality. I don't like the ifs and buts thing, people, because it doesn't thingy anything. If I was taller, I might be a footballer. If I had facial hair, I might, be the hottest in London. Not that I ain't already, but what we need is assurances, and we need these players to keep playing like this. We need consistency, and it's how you bounce back when you're defeated. I think we played well. First 5 or so minutes, first 5-10 minutes, either half, I feel West Brom huffed and puffed. Second half, moving what's his name, Callum Robson over. They tried a thing, but yeah, we'll get into that. But for me, the mentality's got to stay the same. Xhaka and Bellerin, very good. Ceballos got an opportunity on NA being dropped, very good. Lacazette, who should have started last game, can't be dropped now. Got a brace. In better performance from Aubameyang. Saka dominating. Smith Rowe alive in patches and things like that, playing quality. This is what we need, and we need to maintain it, because you lot can see the run of games we've got. We've temporarily ended the And also, big up Arsenal. Tierney's a madman for being out here in shorts and whatnot. Big up Arsenal for playing on this cold, snowy day. But like I said, we temporarily end the Premier League on a positive, because next week I believe we're playing Newcastle. We're playing Newcastle in the FA Cup, so we've got to turn up against them. But other than that, people, we've got a tough run of games to come. And what I like is that the confidence is building. You know, we had a better performance against City, even though there were certain calamities and individuals playing poorly. We reacted well against Chelsea. We got 3 points against Brighton, and we've been good from minute first to last again in this game. You know, the league table, like I said, it moves us up to 11th. We're 23 points. There isn't, you know what, there isn't too much in it. I'm not saying we're going to win the title. I'm not saying we're going to get top 4. I don't believe in this squad's capabilities of getting top 4. And in a positive way, I want to be wrong. I don't believe in it, because I know these lot are not going to show this when the sun isn't shining, or when they're losing. They're not going to keep their spirits. We're too emotional. We're too hot and cold. Dare I say, we're too mentally fragile for me. Again, I'm not trying to put a negative on this thing. I'm saying is I want this to stay all the way, because let's just say in the ideal world, we win in the FA Cup, we win our next 2 Premier League games, and then we play United, for example, in January, and we lose that and everything goes out the window. I want to see us continue the mentality. Listen, big up Arteta for the tactics. We're going to speak about that, because I think he's done some soul searching. But tactics, like I said, go out the window. Managers live or die by the manager, but players have to work things out. You know, against Leeds, when we drew, I saw Tierney and Saka standing up to be counted, the only 2. Today, I saw not only them setting it, but I saw Ceballos, I saw to a degree Xhaka, the defenders. This is what I need to see. We shouldn't have to keep picking out 1, 2, 3 man match. It should be everyone in a nice way. We can't pick man of the match today, you know, and that's what I need to see, because we played 16 games. There's 20 odd games to be played. Lord knows how many specific actual points there are to be played. So we're going to need to stand up to be counted. It's as simple as that, people. You know, look, 23 points. We need to look at Leicester, who are on 29. Again, there's a lot of football to be played, but at the same time, we need to keep this mentality up. We need to keep this effort up, people, because again, we are going to drop more points. The other team are going to drop more points, and you can clearly see me putting the ads in that. Apologies, but like you can see here, where's Arsenal fixtures, man? Move this. This is West Brom. It's lovely to see Lacazette smiling. You know, it's lovely. But this is why we need to keep this up, because look at the run of games to come, people. What's going on here? As you can see, you've got to play Newcastle in the FA Cup. You've got Palace midweek, then, you know, next Saturday, next Thursday, apologies. You've got Newcastle again. You know, we're picking up a bit of form, but you've all seen Southampton this season. Man United want revenge. You've got West Brom Wolves away from home. You then return to the Midlands to play Aston Villa, and you know, we know what Villa have been doing this season. You've got Leeds, who made us drop points. You know, you've got Benfica. Why is it not scrolling down? Apologies, people. Why is it not? I hate this. This always happens, man. Yeah, apologies, people. Look, the games aren't coming any easier. So again, this is why I'm saying we need to keep this spirit up, people. You could see it there yourself. You could see it. What happened there? Apologies, but let me do that again. You've got Newcastle, you've got an informed Southampton, you've got United, you've got Wolves, you've got Aston Villa, you've got Leeds, you've got Benfica, and I believe Manchester City is sandwiched in between that Benfica game. People, look, you know, the games aren't getting easier. You know, after you get out of City and Benfica, you've got Leicester away, you've got Burnley, I'm going into March now, but you can see it, people. Spurs, West Ham away, and Liverpool. Look at those 3 games. Look at those, I'd say 8 game period, people, you know, going from the City game. Tough games. The games aren't getting easier. Look. And this is why mentality has to stay the same. This is why I say players have to sort it out. When we lose, it's not the end of the world. When we win, you know, keep some balance. Let's keep going, because I'm liking what I'm seeing, but it's still early days. And at the same time, like I said, it's nice as an Arsenal fan to be able to watch Match of the Day for once. Well, I say that for the last few weeks now. We've got to start as we mean to go on now. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've worked hard all week and you've won on the weekend. Enjoy this victory. You know, Saka scored. This guy did that. This guy did that. It must be a very good atmosphere in the change rooms and on the traveling bus sort of thing. And on the traveling bus. So it's gonna be a decent one. But come tomorrow, you know, the hard work starts again. Jack, if you want to listen to some joke, man, go and listen to some joke, man. You know, if your boss can be killed, it's because you're lacking balance, my dude. With all due respect, I like I said, you two things can be true. I'm definitely, we're gonna get onto it. Excited that we won. Happy to talk until I'm blue in the face and ramble on about Smith Rowe and Saka, but we have to keep balance. You know, getting too doom and gloom and too excited is where fans go wrong. And I know football brings out the primary emotions, as shown with how you're behaving, but you know, we've got to keep a balance. You know, again, anytime I upload a YouTube video, it says not for kids. You have to mark out a not for kids. And again, you know, you are moving like a kid. So I think this is the wrong place for you, you know, with all due respect. As I said, fantastic game plans I'm seeing, fantastic individual performances. Let's keep it up. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. So yeah, man, that's all that is in that regards. We're gonna get into it in a sec. Wayne, you're 100% right, you know. But to be fair, I can move that, you know. It's only going to take 10 minutes. It's only going to take 10 minutes. You moderators aren't doing your job. And like you said, consistency is key. Balance is key, you know. Like you said, not for kids. It's not for kids. But on a serious note, again, away from that and isolated to this game, ecstatic people. First and foremost, I saw every one of those players wanting to stand up to be counted. They all wanted to put in a performance. And I can't pick a man of the match in a positive way. I do have some man that I think are man of the matches, but in a positive way, I can't pick a man of the match because everyone stood up to be counted. It's nice that we put them to the sword, you know. Typically, we've played games like that where we've said, all right, cool, we've played well, but we've gone into halftime not with a lead. So to see that, you know, we've taken the lead very early on, put them to the sword twice, got 2 goals very early on, had 11 shots in the first half. This is what I wanted to see. It was very entertaining to watch. We was forward thinking. There was intention on the ball. There was invention as a result of what we've been working on in the training ground. Everybody stood up to be counted collectively, from the manager's tactics to the players implementing them. I can't complain. You know, Saka for me is the man of the match, but then you look at it, Smith Rowe, you know, you got Tierney and I meant to say Tierney, sorry, but then you've got Saka, then you've got Smith Rowe, you've got it all. But we have to start as we mean to go along. It was a quality game, people, and I can't ask the boys for anything more. I can't ask for anything more. Moving away from that, and let me actually. Now we might as well actually speak about the game, people, and get into it.